Hello, Affton. I'm Wesley Baucom.
And I'm Liam Ryan. Today is October 14th, 2015.
Hey, Liam, have you donated to the Thomas Boley Fund yet?
No, actually I've been looking forward to another fundraiser event so I could. I did a story on it.
All right, well, let's cut to it.
Opsoclonus myclonus syndrome. This is a rare paraneoplastic neurological disorder of unknown causes. Thomas Boley is 1 in 10 million diagnosed with this rare disease.
The Thomas Boley Fund has a GoFundMe account that has raised $5,965 in only 14 months. For more information, I caught up with Vice Principal Langans for an interview about the Thomas Boley Fund.
Okay, sure. Thomas Boley is the son of one of our math teachers, Mr. Boley. The school and the staff and actually the entire community helps to raise money to assist that family. There is a GoFundMe account. The staff generally organize around trying to raise money for Mr. Boley's son and again to help with those costs and bills.
This has been Liam Ryan, signing off.
Great story, Liam.
Thanks. Did you hear?
About what? I hear a lot of things.
About the Skype call that Miss Cartier's class got to participate in.
Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss.
What a great experience for my kids who are taking a world literature class to actually meet up with another culture. We had just read Things Fall Apart. We talked a lot about respecting other cultures and culture clashes, and so this was our opportunity to maybe meet kids in another school from another culture and learn about them. And so we first got to meet the kids in the class. They sang a song to us. We got to ask them questions. We read a story to them. We also read our own original poems to them about our own culture. Today we got to Skype with them again, and this time we're going to blog about what we've learned and about the similarities and differences between the cultures.
Math, English, Swahili, Science, Social and Christian Religious Education.
What's your favorite subject?
Math.
I have a friend. She knows Jairus Makambi in Kenya. She has Skyped with him before, and actually Skype used an experience within her district where they helped them when the school, Cherry Education Center, had problems with unclean water.
Hi. Hi. Who is your favorite player?
Lionel Messi.
We intend to continue Skyping with our friends in Kenya, in Nairobi.
What were like some of the questions or things that they said that really stood out to you?
They asked us about what our favorite hero was, and we all had a debate over Batman and Superman, and then the boy said,
My best hero is Cinderella.
Wow, that was awesome. Hey Wes, did you hear about the Diaper Drive?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know much about it.
Well, Ruth?
GSA has partnered with the International Institute to do the Diaper Drive for refugees.
The Diaper Drive is Gay Straight Alliances collaborating with the International Institute to try and collect diapers, wipes, and other necessities for families that the International Institute serves. The International Institute is one of the largest agencies in the United States that tries to help the families of refugees to get resettled.
What do you think of the Diaper Drive?
I think it's a really great thing to raise money and items for refugee families and those families with children, and I think it really helps them out in the long run.
I think we're doing a pretty good job. I'd like it if we could get some more donations, but overall, I think we're doing a pretty good job.
I think that the Diaper Drive is a great fundraiser to help refugee families in need because it's just helping them out.
If you'd like to do your part, you can donate to the box in the front lobby or the library until October 17th.
Excellent story, Ruthie. You tired? I think it's time for a commercial break.
You ready? Let's go. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Fort Minor.
Well, I certainly feel refreshed.
Have you heard about the Crystal Fair?
Yeah, that's that convention, right?
Yeah, Evan did a story on it.
Well, let's cut to Evan.
The Crystal Fair is a My Little Pony convention that has reached over 400 attendees this year. I was able to talk to this year's special guest, Lee Tokar, to see how he got into the MLP cast.
I got cast because Terry Klassen, the director, invited me in. So we went in and they sort of just gave us the roles. And then there was a role for Stephen Magnet, who wasn't called Stephen Magnet at the time, just the Sea Serpent. Yeah, so they just, Terry Klassen said, just make him fabulous. And then I said, okay, well, how fabulous? And he goes, really fabulous. So it's like, well, okay. Oh, I love them. I mean, they're great. They're super supportive. I've never been involved in another kind of fandom like this. I mean, I'm in the Lego movies. I'm in Dragon Ball Kai. I play Frieza, and I do have a lot of big support there. But I think there hasn't been another fandom that's been so overtly supportive and so inclusive.
I randomly asked some of the guests what they love most about the My Little Pony fandom.
In the community, what I love is all the fan arts and the fan stories that are made, because so much detail goes in them. They're so interesting on what side arts they can make out of them, like possible futures and alternate timelines.
Finally, I was able to speak to one of the convention staff to see how long he had been going to the Crystal Fair.
This is my third year coming to the Crystal Fair. It's one of the smallest conventions I go to, but it's a lot of fun because you have the bigger conventions. Like, I see a few friends, or fewer friends here, but I get a lot more excitement, I get a lot more fun out of it. It's just great to hang out with people.
This is Evan Scher with Cougar News, signing out.
Great story, Evan.
Let's take a break.
Man, it's so good in creative film.
Oh, then have you thought about taking TV production?
TV production? What's that?
TV production is a class that produces Cougar News, where you can write and edit stories, direct, even do parodies, and much more. For more information, see Miss Malone in room 46, or visit your counselor. Are you prepared for college? If you answered no, then Miss Genta in the College Center is here to help. She provides you with a variety of resources to prepare you for when you finish off at Affton. Now I know what you're asking. What resources? She has information on colleges, sets up scholarship interviews, even sets up college visits so you can get more information, anything you need to prep you for that big day. If you need more information, you can see her in the College Center or visit her Twitter and Facebook page.
You know what's pretty cool?
What's that?
Our very own football team won 2 consecutive conference championships.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rare, like how I eat my steak. Let's cut to the story. Let's do that again.
The Affton football team has done well this year, having only lost 1 game and becoming consecutive conference champs. I talked to the football captain, Tyler Burth, to see how he feels about being captain for the team.
Hi, I feel very proud to be voted on as a captain because your teammates vote for you to be a captain, and that shows that they expect me to be a leader and be an upstanding person and help out the team any way I can.
Then I talked to Coach Oliver to see when was the last time Affton was consecutive conference champs.
I believe it was in 80s. They won like 3 or 4 in a row, so we got a little bit of work to do to catch up to those guys.
Finally, I asked Joel Engber to see what he likes most about being consecutive conference champs.
I'm just glad to be a part of such a good team, a winning team. We're a family and we do great together.
This Friday, Affton will play against St. Charles at home. This is Evan Scherer with Cougar News, signing out.
Great story, Evan. Are you sick? Well, let's hear your story about staying healthy during the flu season.
Curious about the upcoming flu season, I caught up with a nurse to ask some questions.
You can visit your doctor's office or local health clinic and to receive a flu shot. Also, cover your cough, cover your sneezes. Very importantly, wash your hands. Hand washing is such a good idea during this, at all times, but during this flu season especially. Flu season can be anywhere from now until March. So really, the peak times would be, I would say probably November, December, January, even February. But you will see a little bit of flu starting happening now. That's why they are giving the flu shots out right now. Okay, we talked about hand washing before, but also getting plenty of rest and eating healthy. So fruits and vegetables play a big role in staying healthy. So the more vitamins you take, the better. So if you're not taking supplements, eating fruits and vegetables is such a great way to stay healthy. Also dairy products and protein. So if you want to find great ways to stay healthy, you can go to fueluptoplay60.com. We are going to be starting a group here, a Fuel Up to Play 60 group. So if you're interested in that, please see me. There will be a meeting after school on Wednesday at 1:30, this Wednesday 10/14, to get a team together. So if you want to join Fuel Up to Play 60, see me, and that's it.
Remember to stay healthy. This is Liam Ryan signing off. Wow, I feel a lot better.
All right, well now it's time for the Cougar News Teacher of the Week.
Hey there, Affton. This week's Teacher of the Week is Mr. Walker. How long have you taught at Affton?
This is my 18th year teaching at Affton.
What classes do you teach?
I teach American literature, a class called Literature Through Film, and creative writing.
Do you sponsor any clubs or coach any sports?
I coach cross country right now and do the Affton Film Club, sponsor the Affton Film Club.
Why did you decide to become a teacher?
I decided to be a teacher soon after college. I was a newspaper reporter for about a year and a half and didn't really enjoy that. It was living up to my expectations. And so I substitute taught for about a couple of months and decided that's what I wanted to do and haven't looked back since.
To get some opinions on Mr. Walker, I caught up with Junior Nolan Dean to see what he thinks.
I think that Mr. Walker deserves to be the Teacher of the Week this week because he's involved in a lot of school activities, and I think that he's just a really effective teacher.
Stay awesome, Mr. Walker. This is Ruth Ann, signing off.
Good job, Ruthie. Wesley? Looks like someone can't multitask. Let's get to Cameron with a story on it.
Hi, this is Cameron Tebow from Cougar News, and this week I did a story on multitasking and the effects it has on students' grades here at Affton High School. Today I talked to Miss McKinney about her thoughts on multitasking and the effects it has on students' grades. What are your thoughts on students multitasking during class?
I think sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not. My daughter tries to multitask and she's not very good at it. I think the attention gets drawn away and you lose focus and sometimes forget where you are or what you're doing.
Do students often multitask in your class? If so, how often?
It is pretty much all the time, because everybody has cell phones now and you hate to take them away. But at the same time, it can be quite distracting. And so I think that's an ongoing struggle with teachers, is just figuring out what to do to keep kids with you rather than looking at a device.
Have you noticed multitasking having a negative impact on students' grades?
See, that's another yes and no. Some kids are able to do it and they're totally fine, and then others, yeah. And I think when it impacts grades is when it's not just a quick glance at my phone, what did Susie text me just now? Quick response to others, like getting sucked in, and now we're looking at it for 5 minutes. And so I think when that happens, the student looks up and like everything looks way different, and you don't know how it got that way because you've been looking at your device for too long.
Focus is switched.
Yes.
What do you think is the best solution for multitasking?
So I've thought about this a lot, and what I've done in the past, and it may start to have to happen, is just to have a basket, a big one. And when everybody walks in the room, they put their phone in the basket. And that's where it stays all of class, and then they get it at the end. But the problem is getting students willing to put their phone in a basket.
Yeah.
Because then that makes them nervous. What if somebody gets up to go to the bathroom and walks by Mrs. McKinney's desk and picks up my phone, you know? So that's kind of a trust issue. Am I going to get my phone back? You know, you like to have it on your person because then you know that it's safe.
This is Cameron Tebow from Cougar News signing off.
Time out. Hold on.
Great job, Cameron.
Great job, Cameron. Network without the senator. All right. Great job, Cameron.
You know C-SPAN, right?
Yeah, it's the network with all the senators and stuff, right?
Well, kind of. They paid us a recent visit last Wednesday. I did a story on it.
All right, let's get to it.
Recently, a select group of seniors and teachers got a visit from C-SPAN. I talked with them about their experience.
I was expecting a lecture about what it's like to run a political campaign.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting some sort of lecture or some boring thing I was going to fall asleep at.
However, they were treated to much more than that. And what did you see while you were inside?
There's a whole bunch of TVs that you can interact with and play like trivia games, learn about candidates and their TV shows. It's really cool.
They got their social media stuff set up in there that you can interact with. Yeah, they kind of tell you about all their TV programs and their internet stuff and what kind of stuff you can use for resources.
This is Wesley Balkin with Cougar News, signing out.
Excellent story, Wesley.
Thanks. You know, I'm still kind of having trouble wrapping my head around the whole new intruder drill policy.
Well, it's a good thing Jamie did a story on it. Jamie?
So in the old intruder policy, when there was an announcement that there was an intruder in the building, teachers were instructed to lock our doors, to turn off all of our lights, and to get all of our students in a corner where they couldn't see the door and anyone looking through the door couldn't see them, and to be very, very quiet. The new policy is a lot more customized, and it's kind of dependent on the teacher, what happens inside the room. And then the policy for the district is to have a rally point so that as students are leaving the building, they know a specific place to go so that we can kind of take care and make sure everybody is safe. And then depending on the room that you're in, or depending on the teacher that you have, or depending on you yourself as a student, you're thinking about your options. You have the option to evade, to get out of the building as quickly as possible, and then to find that rally point. Or you have the opportunity to engage. So if there's no other option and that person, that intruder is here, we want to teach students how to like grab something and throw it so that then they can run away, so we can kind of distract the intruder. There's that hide element in here too, that if we get an announcement and somebody is right outside our door, maybe our best move is to hide and then to know, like, well, we either need to run or we need to act as soon as something happens. It's definitely more practical. Certainly, the old ways don't really work, and I think that's more than proven, and so we need to think about something different, and that's where the strategy kind of comes in. How effective it'll be is kind of dependent on us in the scenario, but at least it changes the conversation, and it changes what we as staff and you as students can do if we ever have to encounter something like that.
Well, that's it for us.
I'm Wesley Balkin.
And I'm Liam Ryan. And this is Cougar News, signing off.
Okay, that's it. Good job.